Up next on AMSOIL Championship Snocross, a shakeup in the AMSOIL Pro Class as five-time champ Elias Ischel recovers. Jordan LaBelle, Emil Haar, and Francis Peltier are hard chargers. With a resurgent Jacob Yerk and a healthy Cody Cam, the logical follow-up? Great racing. Traction is key as the world's best in oval ice racing chase a championship at one of Canada's premier racing venues. The world's best snowmobile racers are ready to race in Valcourt. It starts right now on Fox Sports.
That's where you want to be. So much you'll hear regarding the drivers' meeting.
And he's got it. Wow, look at this battle here. Yeah, and that is exactly what we want to see out of Elias.
Francis Peltier, ladies and gentlemen, wins race number 3 for the AMSOIL Pro Class.
Holy frick, dude, that was insane.
Red Snocross, baby! It's a drag race, and Blair Morgan takes it.
Tucker Hibbert, the number 68 sled across the AMSOIL finish line, has done it.
The name Valcourt in the province of Quebec in Canada is legendary in snowmobile racing circles, and another page of AMSOIL Championship Snocross history at Valcourt will be written tonight. Welcome to round number 8 of AMSOIL Championship Snocross here at the Skidoo Grand Prix de Valcourt. You're watching coverage here on Fox Sports. I'm Paul Small, my tag team partner, a guy who has raced here, won here, and won championships in the form of Robbie Malinowski. Robbie, what does it mean to a racer to say you won at this legendary facility?
Well, it just means exactly that. You get to win in Valcourt. It's a hard track, passionate fans, and I keep saying that over and over because I just don't think people understand how important that is to a racer and have all that fan support behind you.
And let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Erica Ulrich.
We have a new red plate holder in our pro class with the number 31 of Emil Haar. I caught up with team owner Scott Judnick earlier, and he said although they're happy to have them for the first time in a long time, those red plates come with pressure. He said former Judnick Motorsports rider and previous champion Ross Martin let that red plate pressure get to him on multiple occasions. So as a team, they're really putting an emphasis on keeping things light for Emil and not putting any more weight on his shoulders than he already does himself. Scott Judnick told Emil that the only race that matters when you have those red plates is the last one. So keep calm and play that long game.
Oh boy, Adam Peterson got it. Studboy hole shot. Peltier comes in there 4 wide for the number 2 spot. Now 3 wide for the lead over the AMSOIL finish line. Jump hard on the inside of Peltier. Peterson going to the outside.
And look at Francis Peltier.
Oh, Peterson almost off the track and gathers it back up.
Picking up exactly where he left off last night. Francis out front early, making sure that he gets that start. It's going to be a battle. Him and Haar are going to lay it all out. This one matters a lot right now. You want to position yourself.
He who strikes first often strikes last. Jacob Yerk trying to strike from the second spot, sweeps it around the outside, puts the Arctic Cat power down as he battles Haar's Judnick Motorsports Polaris bar to bar over the AMSOIL finish line.
And you know what he did there? He got out of the roost. He knew Haar was going to go to that inside. Jacob just elected to stay out of the roost. Clear vision matters right now. Haar's got a lot of race happening. He was trying to go for the lead. He's got Yerk chasing him. It's a lot. It's hectic. As we say that, Francis Peltier starts to pull away.
So Peltier launches the big triple hard just behind along with Yerk. Then you've got Daniel Benham hanging there in the 4th spot. And trouble for Jacob Yerk. The sled tilted on him, and that allows Benham to slip through. And 2 spots go by the wayside as a result of that one little mistake for Jacob Yerk from 2nd back to 4th. That puts Benham up 1 into 3rd.
Yeah, and that's how quick it turns. Yerk being one of the faster ones on the track. Watch a replay here. Watch Yerk. He's going to square up, try to duck inside. Too much, and that's how slippery that snow is. It starts to pack, and he's lucky he didn't get banged up worse.
He got a couple of shots there, though, as both Benham and LaBelle sleds made contact with his stalled sled at the same.
So Benham sitting in that third spot. Great showing so far. Can Jurk recover? It looks like he has. Look at him. He has got a line there.
I think Jurk's motivated, shall we say. Maybe a little bit angry at himself for that one.
Oh, absolutely. He knows he threw away a golden opportunity. Gonna have to work twice as hard for the same result.
Chasing fellow Arctic Cat racer Daniel Benham, raced for third and fourth. Francis Pelletier only a second and a half ahead of Emil Haar, and now figure Jordan LaBelle into the mix, coming in there on the turquoise Skidoo, the Makita machine. He is tucked in there and is chasing down Jacob Jurk, so this could turn into a three-way battle for the final podium spot here. We've still got a little over 5 minutes plus one to go.
And Haar actually closed the gap a little bit, so I think that race is far from over. Francis better find something. Benham sitting right there, 3 seconds back as well, so Haar is the one that you're going to want to pay attention to.
There is Emil Haar, current point leader, 1 round to go. Won the first 2, finished second to Pelletier to pick up the win. Wipes his goggles casually, going over the triple in the Skidoo rhythm section. As you've mentioned before, Robbie, one of the advantages that Emil Haar may have is, I mean, you look at his frame, and I'm talking about body composition here. Long, lean, and mean. That height definitely does play to his advantage.
It sure does. When you get into those deep holes where you have to really let the machine articulate up, down, and sideways, he can kind of hang off. And look at the Arctic Cat boys here. You've got Jurk and Benham, teammates a year ago. Now separate teams, but same brand and representing well for Arctic Cat right now.
They both pop over that triple, and it is still Daniel Benham holding off Jacob Jurk as they come around the 180 switchback here that takes him back to the AMSOIL finish line jump. We're past the halfway point of this leg one of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Francis Pelletier continues to lead, but by less than 1 second, and Haar is off the track.
Haar makes a big mistake, jumps off the track. He was 0.8 seconds behind Pelletier, and you can see he was looking to strike. Got a little too anxious there, and now we're gonna see a pretty big gap between first and second when they come around. And
Haar having a hard time clearing the triple on that right-hand side of that Skidoo rhythm section. I think that cost him a little bit.
Look at the replay. Haar jumps off the edge, just too much. Starting to turn into a line decision, not just a wide open decision, and that's where Haar is always so good. He can find lines, and I'm really impressed though with Dan Benham. Look at the ride he's putting in. Much needed, 1 lap to go.
Now, we haven't talked too much about Daniel, but he has been back there just consistently a couple of seconds back from Emil Haar, so it's a great opening leg of the Triple Crown for that Arctic Cat racer. But a Skidoo leads a Polaris at the front of the field here on the final lap. By no means is this deal done. Haar can try to make a run at him here, coming out of the Arctic Cat corner into the Skidoo rhythm section.
And Francis changed his lineup. I'm not sure if that was the best thing to do. I think he felt like he was giving up too much ground, and you can see Haar was able to close because of that decision. But one more straightaway, and it's going to be checkers for
Francis Pelletier, winning leg number 1 here of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown at AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, round number 8. Emil Haar in for second. Daniel Benham will finish in third.
When AMSOIL Championship Snowcross returns, the Pro Light Final is ready to go green. Can Adam Ashline continue his mission from the get-go and challenge Creighton Dillon? And Taven Woody used her pit pass to discover a Canadian classic, hearty poutine from Quebec's favorite food trucks. Proper poutine has a base of fresh potato fries, cheese, thick beef gravy, pile on some pork, and end with even more gravy. Bon appetit! Poutine, the ultimate snowmobile comfort food.
Poutine in any language, it's delicious.
AMSOIL Championship Snowcross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Serve your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Skidoo, that Skidoo feeling. By FXR, gear up for your outdoor adventures with FXR. And by Arctic Cat.
A look at the PerTech weather report, 34 degrees. The winds are blowing at your back when you're going over the AMSOIL finish line jump, which is never a bad thing. Now this was kind of a bad thing for Adam Ashline, Robbie, as he gets squeezed here going over a jump at a qualifier. That knocked him back into the LCQ.
He just simply ran out of real estate and he had a little snow sample. That's what happened.
Now let's check in for a race preview with our own Erica Allreed.
Pro Light rookie Creighton Dillon marches to the beat of his own drum on and off track. A lot of riders say they're just out there to have fun, but he truly means it and shows it, and the Thien Motorsports team helps him curate that fun environment. Fellow Skidoo riders have described him as this incredible young talent that does what he wants when he wants. He said he really just likes to keep things light and approaches each race with the mindset that there's nothing to lose and everything to gain, and it seems to be paying off as he continues to impress with every round, guys.
Riders starting to settle in. All right, here we go. We're about 5 seconds out.
Oh, look at for Lorenz. And he's going to get there, but Whitwer's going to get him on the outside. And there's Topi Posty jumping into the mix with Anson Shield. And Shield goes for the lead.
Now that's Kenny Mandrick, 61 on that Ski-Doos, right there in second.
Wow, what a takeoff there, as Whitwer will lead the entire pack down into this Polaris Arctic Cat complex for the first time here. And there's Dillon on the outside. He's already up to second, and he's going after your race leader now in the Skidoo Rhythm section.
Yeah, Creighton made some passes early. Watch out, this could get touchy in here.
He had to check up there, did not want to get into the back end of Whitwer as they come to the AMSOIL finish line. He'll change lanes, go to the outside. They're bar to bar over the AMSOIL finish line jump, but Dillon switches off now. He'll go to the inside. Whitwer keeps on the outside as they head to the FXR turn.
Watch this. Creighton's got that line inside, outside. It's been working pretty good for him.
Whitwer,
get it done. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Can he get there? No. Dillon, oh, a little sideways there, but here comes Whitwer charging back, trying to keep along with the Creighton Dillon number 96, but that Thien Motorsports Skidoo able to roar out of the hairpin with the lead early on here in this Pro Light final.
Yeah, and that section that we just saw him go through is exactly where he makes all his time. Pay attention to how he gets over that first one. Really leans back to get as much traction as he can to double over it. And there is not anybody in this class right now that is able to do what Creighton is allowed to do on that section. So
now this Thien Motorsports team, they had a guy by the name of the Viking Rocket, Elias Ischel, as their AMSOIL Pro rider last year. How much do you think that team learned and applied to the Dillon sled?
I think it helps, but at the end of the day, it's still the rider that makes the difference. Teams are there to assist and amplify the abilities, but it still comes down to the rider. And you see Creighton, he's on one.
We saw Nick Lorenz for a moment there battling with Kenny Mandrick for the 4th spot. And how about Drew Freeland? Remember Drew qualifying through the LCQ? Look at where he is sitting in the running order here.
Yeah, that's right. Freeland having a real good race. The race that's going a little too fast right now is for Mandrick. He was in the lead at one point, now he's back to 4th. Lorenz in 5th, Archibald 6th. But right here, watch what Creighton does. Doubles up onto this, kind of hangs off the back. Everyone else is having a hard time making that next double, and he's able to get it pretty clean.
And Dillon doing it with ease, opening up 2.5 seconds on Trent Whitwer. And Freeland is trying to draw in. He's about 1.4 seconds back of Whitwer right now. And then it's another 1.5 seconds or so back to Mandrick. And Mandrick's a little busy in the office right now. He's contending with Nick Lorenz in that position battle for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, he sure is. And like I said, that race is happened a little too quick for Kenny. Had such a high of highs, winning his heats, and then sits in a good spot in this final, and I don't think he was exactly ready to go.
Well, Lorenz missed that double-double opportunity there. Not as clean through that section as Mandrick. And cruising up from behind, Tyler Archambault, who was actually kind of elbowed off the track at the start. He has clawed his way up here, looking for a possible top 5. And he just got by Freeland for that position. So,
well, as I say that, maybe takes a deep breath, relaxes, let the race come back to you. Let it relax, you know, just don't try to force anything. He might have just caught himself doing that a little bit at the start.
And you see Anson Shield all the way back down at the bottom of the order. He was right in the mix at the start, but disaster befalls. Anson Shield scored in last place at the moment. No disasters right now for Creighton Dillon past the halfway point in this Pro Light final, and he is comfortably 4.5 seconds clear of runner-up Trent Whitworth.
Yeah, it's just a dominant performance. Again, got through that first corner in not the greatest of shape, but he stayed up on his sled, and that's all he needed to do. Made a couple quick passes, and before you knew it, he was in the lead. And you can just see the flair he's got right now. It's easy. This is fun. This is when racing is at its ultimate fun, when everything is going your way, when you can't do anything wrong, and that's exactly what he's doing.
And I think it's a sign of maturity for him as a racer as well, that, yeah, he didn't get quite the start that he was looking for, but didn't hit the panic button, didn't override the sled, kind of let things cycle out there in the first couple of corners, and then boom, he makes the moves he needs to make, and a lap or two later, he's back where we're accustomed to seeing him at the head of the class.
Right, that's exactly it. So 6.2 seconds up is Dillon on Whitworth. Mandrick, 8.5 down there. So, we got somebody down. Yellow flag was flying. Not sure who exactly is down.
Looks like a sled in trouble on the, was in trouble possibly on the inside of the hairpin. Yeah, looks like we have one sled that is caught up there.
That might be Shield or Dylan Rose maybe.
Meanwhile, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go for race leader Creighton Dillon, plus the extra lap. Whitworth still solidly in second. Mandrick in third. Lorenz trying to close on him. So Lorenz on the verge of being able to podium here after a very rough round number 7. There's the gap between third and fourth place as you see it right now. Mandrick will go to the outside here. Coming off that Arctic Cat corner, Lorenz sweeping in from the inside. He's making the run, but
that was a yellow. Okay, he will allow that to go back. That is a heads-up move right there. And now I'm not sure what they're going to do. Are they going to black flag? I'm not sure. But at least he allowed Mandrick to go back by him. He is aware that he had made a foul. So in my mind, I think he rectified it perfectly fine.
Yeah, we did not see a rolled up black flag at the AMSOIL finish line pointed at him. So, but again, that is up to the officials around the racetrack that observe each of these AMSOIL Championship Snocross events. Lorenz will try to work his way back up here, but he's running out of time to try to get that podium spot away from Kenny Mandrick as we're just down to 1 minute to go plus 1 lap.
Yeah, this is so frustrating for, they pulled the yellow and he gets the pass done. Wow, that was a little greasy, but that is the way it works. And let's be real, he did catch Kenny and had more speed, so he makes it happen.
Maybe a benefactor is some good karma in the timing department there, that the yellow was pulled when he got into that section of the course. But whatever the case may be, down to about 30 seconds to go, and Lorenz may not be done because he is reeling in Trent Whitworth. Dillon is out by 9 seconds, getting ready to come back across the AMSOIL finish line jump here in just a couple of moments. But
yeah, Lorenz has just got a better pace right now, and Whitworth's been sitting not really in anywhere battle, so he doesn't know where the lines are developing. So you're seeing exactly that.
So it's going to come down here as they cross the AMSOIL finish line jump. 2 laps left in the race here. So the next time by, the white flag will wave for race leader Creighton Dillon. But the battle is on here for second and third. Whitworth on that green number 115 Arctic Cat. Lorenz on the West Coast Customs Polaris going at it here for the number 2 spot.
And watch, he's going to go outside inside. It is faster, in my opinion, right now to go outside inside, so we'll see if he can get it done.
And as they come out of that section of the course,
right there. So he made up about a sled length by going there. but just not enough.
No, and Whitwer able to get away here, and Dylan Rose moving out of the way of that position battle. White flag is already waved for Creighton Dillon. We're staying with this battle for second and third with 1 to go.
Yeah, if he's going to make a pass, he needs to be closer as he enters that chicane.
Oh, he got a good run here, though, coming into the FXR corner, just bombing that outside lane for all it's worth.
Let's see. Yeah, I would say this is going to be close. This is the closest he's been entering that chicane. So here we go. He's going to right there.
Still not quite able to get there. Creighton Dillon.
Watch for the checkup. Oh.
He will get the win here, but the battle for second is still on. Coming off the final corner, Whitwer will hang on if he can make it to the AMSOIL finish line jump, and he has the number 2 spot by a couple of sled lengths over Nick Lorenz.
Creighton, in our previous round, you had a 15-second lead over the field, and tonight, another 9-second lead. Where were you finding that extra pace here this weekend?
I don't really know. I kind of just put in my laps, and I look back in the air, trying not to look back on the ground, and then just kind of ride your own race, pick your lines, make some smooth lines, whatever keeps you out of breath or in breath, I guess.
Still ahead, the best ice oval racers in the world are ready to crown a champion. The best of the best in oval racing have assembled in Canada at this historic track in Valcourt, the backyard of Skidoo.
There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of fans in the stands here that work for the company, and it's exciting to be here.
On the track, the race has most certainly lived up to the hype. Check out this cat and mouse game at speeds approaching 100 miles per hour. Magic Matt Gady earned a victory in workmanlike fashion in the Pro Champ Final. And later in the Pro Formula 500, Spencer Landry took the checkered flag after pulling away fast. Ready to rumble? Keep an eye on racer 911, Danny Fizet, with a how to do it for an icy hole shot. In the VTT Expert Open, it was goggles on, studs down, and throttle up, as the fired-up fans got a chance to enjoy one of the best races of the season.
Well, Valcourt is not only home to this outstanding multi-purpose snowmobile racing facility, but just down the road a few kilometers in the village proper, not only the BRP factory, but also the Bombardier Museum.
Joseph Armand Bombardier, a brilliant Valcourt inventor and business dealer who founded Bombardier and Skidoo. Young Joseph built his first snow machine at the age of 15 back in 1922. The Bombardier Museum in Valcourt, just down the road from the track, is a must-see for all sled heads. When AMSOIL Championship Snocross roars back to Canada, round 2 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown, with a tight points battle on the line. AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by Polaris, Think Outside, by AMSOIL, Runs on Freedom, and by Pertec, your industrial hose specialist.
Welcome back to more AMSOIL Championship Snocross on Fox Sports. Middle leg here of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. What do you think, Robbie? Can Emil Hard get back up on the top step after not winning race number 1?
Yeah, I sure think so, but this is, remember, a night ago, Jordan LaBelle fell in this second one, had his sled get hauled off the track, so he needs to rectify that, make sure he puts himself in position for that last round.
8 minutes plus 1 lap. Second leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown from the Skidoo Grand Prix de Valcourt is moments away from getting the green light.
Look at Francis. He is not messing around today. And the number
is Jordan LaBelle as he busts out of the pack in second. And there is Daniel Benham. Haar is 4th, Peterson is 5th over the AMSOIL finish line jump. But Francis ripping another great start. And look at LaBelle trying to go to the outside, almost 3 wide through the FXR corner. And he keeps the hammer down.
Sure does. He's going to take the same line that Francis is on right now, and I like what we have for a race right now.
Oh, and here comes Emil Har. Har trying to make a move, does it in the air. Benham is drawing in as well on the leader and honks the chrome horn at him as they come back through that switchback, back onto the main straightaway. Oh yeah, the intensity is wrapped up here a couple of notches.
And Har bobbled a little bit, gave that lead right back. So here we go. LaBelle moves himself back into that third spot. We got company up front. Benham is right there. Oh, look at this.
How bad does Daniel Benham want to get around when bad enough that he just took the lead?
Francis goes down in the lead, so we have Benham up front. What a change of events. Dan Benham is your leader right now. Unfortunate off by Francis. That is devastating. He had the race.
Oh, and he was off rhythm coming through the skidoo rhythm section. He's almost at the tail of the pack, a long way away. Har in second now, followed by LaBelle in third, Yerkin fourth, Peterson in fifth, and your race leader, Daniel Benham. And if he can hang on through the next 6 minutes or so plus a lap, he's going to put himself in contention. But Har, he wants that top spot, and he wants it now.
And they're working different lines here, so we're going to see what is faster, and it looks pretty much dead even. So, and actually Har having to elect to go to that big lip on that triple slows him down just a little bit. So look for him to make some adjustments through that section.
On Har carrying the nose of that sled real high, but he's got Jordan LaBelle charging up on him. Here comes LaBelle on a run as we watch Daniel Benham put the 221 machine around the FXR corner. The action is hot and heavy for second, and here comes LaBelle again, ripping the outside here, trying to take that spot away from Har.
Yeah, and LaBelle has a better pace right now. He is going to get around Har if Har's not careful, because they're going to be dead even. Actually, LaBelle's going to have the advantage, and actually Benham better get going, because LaBelle is on one. Watch this, inside, outside. Now he's got to tuck inside. Oh, he doesn't allow it.
Oh, and Har is able to get there and get back into second, and they have both caught Benham, who is less than a second up the track.
Watch where LaBelle goes here. He stays wide, makes up a ton of time as he goes here. Watch this, he's gonna double, carry it around that outside and really get next to Har through that section. And oh, Har seen it coming, shut the door.
Yeah, last second decision there from Emil Har to throw the killer block to keep LaBelle behind him as they come out of the split lane. Har's going for the lead, flies lower over the triple, and he gets it from Benham.
Look at Har, went from almost getting past, moved to third, all the way up to the front. Benham got caught sleeping a little bit there.
And now LaBelle, he wants to pounce as well, because he knows if Emil Har gets out front, turns up the wick, even though there's still half a race plus a lap to go, it's a lot harder to catch him.
And look at LaBelle still working that outside. See if Benham can block past him there. Doesn't.
So they take the split. This will put LaBelle on the inside coming out as they head for the skidoo rhythm section. And he's done it. LaBelle locks down the pass and takes over the number 2 spot. So now we'll see if LaBelle can keep at pace with Emil Har as we're down to 3:45 plus a lap to go.
Jordan's starting to make some time up, it looks like. The eye test is telling me so. We'll see when it comes to the clock. 1.5, so only 1/10.
We're less than a minute to go. The question will be for Emil Har, is it 2 more laps or 1 more lap? It'll depend on when he crosses the AMSOIL finish line in relation to that clock. And they have now updated our timing and scoring serial here. And he will be getting the white flag, I believe, when it comes by. So we'll keep our eyes peeled here when it gets to the AMSOIL finish line.
Yeah, and that one mistake might have been the difference maker. Gave up a good solid second and a position, so he had to fight past Benham all over again.
And the white flag will be displayed to Emil Har. So if LaBelle's got anything for him on the last lap, he's going to turn it up and do it now, and here he comes.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds is the lead. So Jordan's making time up, but just not enough. He's going to need to have Har make a mistake. That is going to be the biggest thing. And this section coming up is the toughest of the track.
Here's Har through that second switch back out of the Arctic Cat corner into the skidoo rhythm section. Pops one more triple. He's got about 4 sled lengths in the bank. LaBelle charging for all it's worth.
Right there. In that, we got robbed of a battle. Checkers, Har takes the win. LaBelle right there. I'm telling you, if Har or if LaBelle wouldn't have had that mistake, we would have had a battle to the checkers, no doubt.
Le Machine is firing up. We're talking about Malene the Machine Couture. The defending pro women's champ is building her points lead.
Up next, it's our Pro-Am women final. Machine Malene Couture has been living up to that billing, certainly, but there's been a battle brewing behind her in the points between Tasha Lang, Robbie, and Holshot and Anna Hauger.
That's right, Holshot and Anna Hauger is on the gas always, but Tasha Lang has showed me something this weekend, and that is how strong she is in those rough sections, so pay attention to her.
And let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Erica Ulrich.
Guys, we surprisingly haven't seen podium regular Anna Hauger in the top 3 in the past 2 rounds. I checked in with her earlier and she said she just can't shake these hot and cold rounds. One day she's on the podium and the next she's face down in the snow. I asked her what she plans to do to turn things back around, and she said she needs to live up to her nickname, Holshot Hauger again. She needs to get out front early on to avoid all the chaos and try and manage the race from there in hopes to get back up on the podium here this weekend.
Ooh, Couture is laid on the trigger.
Yeah, and Holshot Hauger and Tasha Lang will jump out front. Nearly LaBelle and Dirt Ball. Watch Malene. She found the inside. She's already ripped her way up into second, and it's on for the race lead.
Oh, and Tasha just let her have it. But she jumps right back. Let's see if she can put up a fight.
She's going to go around the outside. Malene has to go over that big braking bump in the middle of the corner there. Going to be bar to bar into the Polaris Arctic Cat lane splits. Lang's going to have the preferred lane, the inside, coming around off this sweeper. Is that going to be enough? No. Malene the Machine is out in front, and Tasha Lang will now be fighting with Anna Hauger for the number 2 spot, and Hauger almost augers the nose of that sled, but makes the move on the inside. And there is Blessing, the pink sled. The light turquoise sled. Oh, a bobble for the leader.
So we have a little mix-up up front. You're gonna see Couture is right there. So a little off camera, but that's how quick it can turn.
Yeah, she went off the track, didn't go very far, maybe no more than maybe 2 or 3 feet, but it did chip her advantage away. She had built it up to a few seconds. Now it's just under 2 seconds here. So knowing Malene the Machine, though, she will have the ability here to regroup and refocus. For race leader Malene Couture, she is out by 5 seconds here, so she will see the white flag when she makes her way back to the AMSOIL finish line. But we're not done settling the business here for 2nd and 3rd place yet. And here she comes through the last couple of jumps to the AMSOIL finish line. It's another win for Malene the Machine in Valcourt. And Anna Hauger will grab 2nd place. Tasha Lang will complete the podium with a 3rd.
Had a good race, good track, and super pumped to be here. I've never been to this race before, so it's awesome finally being here. And yeah, thank you so much to Ski-Doo for doing this for all of us. I love this.
Still ahead, the final round of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Who rides away from Quebec today as a champion? AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Serve your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Sunoco, fuel your best. By Pertec, your industrial hose specialist.
One more leg to go here for our AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown, and coming into this one, only 6 points separate the top 5 riders. This 3rd race, I can't tell you, Robbie, how critical this is going to be.
It is. It's very critical, but Emil Har is in the driver's seat. He is the one in control. Let's just make sure he executes that start like he's known to do.
All right, we are getting ready to go.
Oh, Har nailed that start. I think they might be black flagging him. They are.
And they are, and that is really going to change everything up. Har has to drop to the back of the field. Rocketing out in front is Adam Peterson, but here comes Peltier sensing opportunity as he charges his way up into second spot.
Yeah, but look who's in third. It is
looks like
Jordan LaBelle, sorry.
Yeah, LaBelle is up there. Ooh, and he just got a nerf there in the side. That might have been for Jacob Yerk mixing it up there. Oh, LaBelle gets hung up on the bank. Somebody went to the inside there in that lane split and blasts their way up into contention. Peltier chasing after Peterson. This is your battle for the race lead.
Yeah, and that Yerk did get by LaBelle. So LaBelle having his troubles early. Look at these two battling.
Side-by-side racing here, and Peltier will get down to the snow first on that inside lane. Can he wrestle the lead away?
But look at Yerk. He got around LaBelle. Now he's trying to put himself right into that first place. He is the man on a mission right now, and he's got some lines.
He's going to go outside in. That might benefit him here in this battle with Peterson. Peltier has the lead as they come out.
But Yerk is going to take it over. He's right there in front of him. Look at this.
Wow, what a battle for the race lead here as they come charging around her. Actually, the second spot here looks like behind your race leader, Adam Peterson, as they come bounding toward the AMSOIL finish line jump. I stand corrected now as scoring updates itself. Peltier leads, Yerk is second, Peterson dropped back to third, followed by Benham and LaBelle. Meanwhile, Emil Har, wow, he is making up some ground. He is up into the 8th spot after having to drop back there for the called jump.
Yeah, we still have 6 minutes left plus a lap, so this race is far from over. And look at Francis just putting himself in position where he needs to be. But Yerk, look at that, whipping it over that triple. He's having fun right now, and he knows he's got a great opportunity sitting in front of him.
Plenty of time, 5 minutes and 45 seconds plus a lap in this final leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown here in Valcourt. Francis Peltier, Quebec native, would love to bring the win home here to his native province. But Jacob Yerk has something to say about it here.
Yeah, just as I was starting to harp on Jordan LaBelle a little bit, he just threw down the fastest lap of the night, and he went back around Dan Benham, so don't sleep on him. He is going to be there. Look at this, though, the battle.
Oh, man, Yerk is so close there in the middle of that skidoo rhythm section. Not close enough for the undercut move there coming off the corner, and Peltier able to get through this set of rhythms before the AMSOIL finish line a little bit quicker to have a 0.6 of a second lead.
Okay, Jordan LaBelle just found something in that back section. He went at 39.4. He's over a second a lap faster. He's in third place already. So pay attention to him. He has got something figured out that these other riders have not.
Yerk swapped lanes. He's going to go for the inside-outside this time. Trying to get a momentum run here and change up sides and take a different line down through the skidoo rhythm section as he chases after Francis Peltier. Will it work? It gets him a little closer. Not close enough to make a move going into that hairpin.
Yeah, these top three, they are all over each other. It is a battle, no doubt.
And LaBelle trying to chip away and get up there to have a say in things. Remember, LaBelle and Peltier were tied on 6 points coming in. Har had 3 points. Har is up to the number 6 spot. If he could get at least 1 or 2 more spots, that might just be enough to squeak out the overall.
That's right, and that's what it's all about. Unfortunate for Har, but fortunately for us, it's made it a lot more interesting up front, and LaBelle has got a little bit of speed on these guys. Not sure where he's making the time up.
And if these three get to mixing and matching and slicing and dicing, that is going to allow guys like Peterson, Benham, and Har to accordion the gap, but we've still got 3.5 minutes plus a lap.
Yeah, Jordan had to switch his lineup there a little bit, gave up a little bit of time. It was right there. It was only half a second down from Yerk when they crossed that finish line. So
clear racetrack for the moment for race leader Francis Peltier and chasing in second Jacob Yerk, but they will be catching riders at the back of the field here quickly. Here comes LaBelle. Couldn't get the move on the inside.
He might have showed his hand a little too early. Watch for Yerk to block that line next time around. So here we go. You got LaBelle. He's going to want to stay wide. He can't, so he's going to stay out of the roost. Stay close enough. That's what he needs to do. Stay close enough to when he can attack and make the pass. Be there. Be ready to go. And look at this.
He's going to wrap that outside, then take the inside here as they come through this lane split once again. Peltier continues to hold the lead. 2.5 minutes plus a lap to go. Jacob Yerk 1 sled length back as they come to the end of this Skidoo rhythm section. He takes a little sniff there for the lead. Couldn't get it. And here comes LaBelle.
LaBelle got him.
Wow.
Is it enough? Yes, I think he's got it. Now he can stay outside here. Watch this. He's going to carry momentum. And he's going to be right on the bumper of Francis here.
That little dice bought Peltier about a 1.5 second gap in track time, but now Evan Dowd is going to be in the same line as LaBelle as they come through the split.
And Evan pulled off. Look at this. LaBelle's going to have the advantage right now. He's going to be in the lead.
Wow, what a move by Jordan LaBelle as he takes the lead. Peltier trying to come back at him here.
What a race for Jordan LaBelle. He found an extra gear right there. Huge.
LaBelle wants the win on his home turf as bad as Peltier wants it, and Peltier's charging back on the inside here. 1.5 minutes plus a lap to go.
And sometimes when you have the lead early and the track starts to go away from you, you don't know where those lines are. Jordan was in 6th spot at one point in this final, and he's been able to turn that around and put himself into the lead.
And what about the overall? Well, Emil Haar has worked his way up to 5th, and he is only 0.8 of a second away from Adam Peterson. If he can make the pass on Peterson, again, that just might be enough. So every position for Emil Haar is key. White flag will wave this time for Jordan LaBelle.
What a feeling this must be for him right now. Hometown, home province, home manufacturer. This is a special moment for him, for sure. Now, I'm not sure on the overall just yet, but it doesn't matter because you did everything you could to put yourself in the best position, and that's what he's done right now. And he's got 2 straightaways.
Yeah, and he did this by racing his way up through. There was not misfortune for other riders in front of him. He ran him down and passed him. So this is a statement race win here for young Jordan LaBelle as he puts the Makita Skidoo in as the winner of the 3rd leg of the Triple Crown here in Valcourt. Francis Peltier will grab 2nd. Jacob Yerk 3rd. Emil Haar was close, but not close enough. He will finish 4th. Peterson will be coming around to round out the top 5.
Jordan, backing up your overall in Deadwood with another overall here tonight. Do you feel like you've finally found the pace and consistency that this Pro Class and Triple Crown format requires of you?
Yeah, I can't say that I've found it yet. I'm still struggling a little bit with the early in the race, but yeah, just trying to find my groove. And it's a hard class to get to know everyone on the class and get to know when to push and when not to. Yeah, it's pretty hard, but yeah, I think I'm starting to figure it out.
Well, Robbie, we've added more history here in Valcourt. You're on the Wall of Fame here, so you know what it means to win a race here. Jordan LaBelle has got to have that kind of feeling right now.
Yeah, he sure does. And to me, I don't believe this is going to be the last we'll see of him here in Valcourt. I know for myself, it was special. It meant a lot. Anytime you could win here, you hold a safe place in your heart for this win. And I know he's going to do that tonight with his family and friends. But guess what? It's all over. Next week we start again, and look for Jordan to go after it.
We have reached the halfway point of the season. Follow along with us online at snocross.com or check out the great social media content that we have across our variety of platforms. For Taven Woody, Erica Allreed, and Robbie Malinowski, I'm Paul Small. Thanks for watching this AMSOIL Championship Snocross presentation on Fox Sports.